Hello there, welcome to Target Radio's podcast with me, Cookie. Every single week we find different people to speak to, mainly musicians, artists in the unsigned realm of music. And what we do, we have a chat with them, find out a little bit more about them, and obviously explore their music. Now, if you are listening to this on iTunes, please, if you get a chance, give us a 5-star rating if you can. And please make sure you put some comments in there as well. If we're doing something right, that's great. But if we're not doing something as good and you think we could do something better, then please do leave us a message. Let us know. And if you want anything else in the podcast, again, let us know in the comments box. That will be brilliant. Okay, stay tuned then. Today we've got a brilliant artist. Have a listen to this.
Every Monday night.
We'd like to say that, in our opinion, it is not suitable for children.
Every Monday night.
Or for those of you who may have a nervous disposition.
Every Monday night.
And every Monday night.
Then we had a super sound DJ.
Sean Cook.
Good people, it is my pleasure to present to you
Sean Cook.
the one and only
Sean Cook.
Hello, hello, and welcome to the show. Hello, 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 and welcome to the show.
So let's have fun.
Now, for those of you watching in black and white, this one is in Technicolor.
Stand by for action.
Oh, Sean Cook.
Well, better late than never. Good evening. Welcome. Target Radio here. As I said, better late than never. Internet connection problems as normal. Damn the internet. Anyway, last show before the Brighton Mod Weekend. Come on, hands up then. Who is excited? Oh, just me then. Anyway, how was your weekend? Mine was rather subdued. Bit of work and lots of sleep. And lots of emails and catching up, because obviously I've just come back from Holly Bob's. Anyway, great lineup this evening. We've got an extra special show for you this evening. As I said, last one before the Quadrophenia 40th anniversary weekender coming up. Of course, it's the Mod Weekender as well, but everything's going to be sort of more Quadrophenia, I reckon. And why not? So, in no particular order, we got Daz Kent. He's going to be live on the show a little later. Mark Dominic McClaran, or better known as the head honcho for the Soniks, with a K, I've been keeping told. What is it? Oh, it's not my fault. And finally, like I said, in no particular order, we got Manny. Him. Yeah, that man there. Do you know, for the first time, I've never spoken to the man, so I'm actually going to get him to record his surname for me. And then, I won't have any more problems, will I? Anyway, so a brilliant lineup this evening. We are going to be flat out, and when we say the word we, I'll have a chat with Andy Topwalker very shortly and find out why he's dropped the top out of his Facebook profile. Perhaps he's not top anymore. We'll find out. Stay tuned here, Target Radio. Okay, now we are celebrating, as I said, Quadrophenia and all this. Well, we've been playing this since, I don't know, since God was a boy. Just watch out for those pesky seagulls with your chips. There we go, the small faces there, and what you gonna do about it? And before that, we had the Kinks and Dedicated Follower of Fashion. So, Target Radio here. And we're so looking forward to meeting you down on the beach. Well, just by the beach anyway, on Madeira Drive. We're outside the Modern World Cafe from 6 o'clock. Live music from 7. So we're looking forward to meeting and greeting all of our fellow listeners out there. Anyway, Andy, how are you?
I'm good, thanks, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, not bad. You're nice and loud today, which makes a rather nice change.
Well, I'm loving what you've done with the microphone.
I've turned it the other way round.
Brilliant.
It's upside down now, but it suits you better.
It does.
It suits you, sir.
I can rest upon it.
Anyway, so you were telling me, which is really quite legal beagle stuff, about your name. So you're now Andy Walker on there, and basically Facebook won't allow you to have the top part.
No, unfortunately, it won't allow me to have the top part because I'm not legally a top.
No, more of a bottom.
Yep. So
Yes.
I'm told.
There we go. We'll leave it there. So, we got some brilliant guests on today. You've secured Mr. Daz Kent. Now, I've never had the privilege of speaking with Daz, and what's he like? Is he a really nice fella?
He's a top bloke, he really is.
We can't
Pardon
say top
the
anymore.
pun.
We're not allowed top.
Oh, we can.
Oh, we can
Absolutely.
say that, can we?
Top's going nowhere.
And why not? Brilliant. And then we got Manny.
Manny's the man.
Manny's the man. Manny's the man. Is a man in his Manny. Right, and then finally we've got the Soniks, which is Mark McClaran.
We have.
He's becoming a bit of an old pro on this radio stuff now. He's always on there, isn't he?
Oh, he's such a gent.
He's a lovely
He's a
fella.
pleasure to have on board.
He certainly is. So we're looking forward to speaking with all of those guys in a short while, around about 6:30. We're going to do one at a time, so we're going to toss a coin soon. And mind you, we need a three-headed coin ready because it's 3 acts.
Okay.
Yeah, so, don't know. Hands up, who wants to go first? There we go, that's the easiest way. So, you're looking forward to Brighton this weekend, and you was telling me on Saturday you're going to see a couple of brilliant artists. So, tell us a little bit more about them, if you mind.
Okay, well, a group of us are actually going down to see, we're going to see Small Fakers, but obviously preceding that we've got the Kinks, and we've also booked in for the after show party as well.
Fantastic. Now, that is absolutely brilliant. And after show party?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. There we go. You've got a little thing around your neck, little lanyard, have you?
Oh, yeah, exclusive.
Oh, look
Exclusive.
at you. Look at you. I'm imagining now Wayne's World.
Wayne's World.
Wayne's World. Party time. Okay, we'll talk to you a bit more about that in a minute. Let's have some jam.
Hello.
Hello, would that be Manny? I'm not even going to try and pronounce it.
I can pronounce it for you if you want.
Yes, please. Now, how do we pronounce your surname, sir?
Right, I'm going to go very Italian now, and that would be Perazzoli.
Perazzoli. There we go. How
There you
about
go.
that?
Perazzoli.
Perazzoli. And you have to do it with a slight Italian accent, is that right?
Yeah, you got to pull the accent. Yeah, you got to make an effort.
Well, I'll try and make an effort. I'm not always that good at it, but...
Well, it was really good, actually, for a first timer.
Ah, there we go. I broke my cherry. Now, just before we go on, Andy and myself, obviously here at Target Radio, want to know, where's our blooming invite for dinner then?
Where is what?
Where is our invite for dinner?
Your invite for dinner? Shit. Okay.
We apologise now for his foul and
Okay,
terrible potty
you
mouth
got-
language.
You got me there. Yeah,
There we go.
I'm terrible. I know.
Potty mouth you are. Potty mouth.
In the
that's-
future, maybe.
We'll have dinner soon. No problems at all. So we got Manny with us right now. I've already forgotten how to do his surname. Andy?
Perazzoli.
There we go.
There
Right,
you
so
go.
Manny, how are you?
I'm fine, actually. Can you believe it? I am fine. Yes.
I can believe it.
In this world of madness, but surviving.
You've definitely got that word right, madness. It is definitely madness in this industry that we do here, which is called entertainment and music. Goodness me, who put those two things together? They want shooting. So, Manny, you are coming to Brighton with my good self this
I'm
Sunday.
very excited about that. Yes,
Good. You won't be when I tell you
yes.
what time I'm picking you up, but I will tell you off air because obviously you might say another funny word that we can't obviously have on the radio.
Right.
Yeah, I won't tell you, but just please make sure you wipe the sleep out of your eyes. That's all I'm going to say on that. Andy.
Yes, sir.
There we go. I've said enough already. I'm going to hand it over to you.
Okay. Evening, Manny. How you doing, bud?
Hello, mate. Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, fella. Thank you ever so much for jumping on board at short notice.
Yeah.
Because obviously we had...
Absolutely. No, absolutely. I actually been neglecting a lot, time to my music lately. So I was very, 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 very happy when you actually got in touch and asked me if I wanted to be part of it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Well, it was great to actually see you entertain everybody there at that 100 Club on that great special evening.
There's something happening here. You're breaking up. I could hear Sean very well, but Andy, you're breaking up.
That's always the way. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Can't hear.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Really can't hear.
Oh, right, okay. We'll try and sort out Andy's microphone, or it might be it might be his voice box actually, because he's got rather a deep voice, hasn't he? You know what I mean? He talks like that. So, you jumped on last minute because obviously we did have another artist arranged because he said he definitely wanted to do it. Then, unfortunately, due to personal circumstances, that he had to pull out, which is unfortunate, but fortunate for your good self. Now, Andy spoke to yourself, I believe, just the weekend just gone, and he said to yourself, Manny, he says, do you know any Who tracks? And you went, well, a couple.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I said I will let you know. Yeah, I didn't, did I?
No, you haven't,
No,
but
that's so bad of me.
obviously we put you on a Facebook group, and hopefully we'll get that sorted out in the next couple of days or so.
No, that's fine.
Perfect.
The only reason why I didn't reply is that, I used to play a lot of covers back in the day, but I try not to play covers anymore, since a couple of years.
Yeah.
And so I had to kind of, recollect my memories of how to play those songs. But yeah, I've got a couple of songs that I could play, so it should be all good. Unless
brilliant.
someone else is already doing those songs.
Well, we'll find out. We'll find out later.
Okay.
Excellent, lovely. Now, Andy spoke to you about Quadrophenia, and you went, "Oh, it's my favourite album by the Who." So we share something in common there. So on the way down to Brighton, I will propose that we play Quadrophenia in its entirety in the car. How's that sound? Get your vocal cords warmed up for an early start. We're not saying no more than that.
You're talking about one of my favorite albums, so you could just play it all over and over and over and over again. And I'm just the happiest person.
Perfect. Well, you're in good company.
I remember when I met, I was born in 1990, so I wasn't born, when the album was actually dropped. But I remember being in high school, and that was one of my favorite records. And it's one of the first records I actually bought with my money.
Wow.
Which,
Now,
so, when you said that, I was like, because I was a bit I wasn't sure because, it's bank holiday weekend. So I was like, oh, maybe I'm going to go with my girlfriend somewhere. But then you said something about Quadrophenia, and I was like, you know what? I love that.
You've got to do it, haven't you?
I have to be part of it.
And is your girlfriend going to be coming along with us?
I wish she could. No, she's managing a pub, so she's going to be busy for that weekend.
Of course, yeah, absolutely. That's all right. I've just got the seating arrangement sorted out now. That's fine. So me asking you for later. Now, Manny, let's find out a little bit about you then. So we found out that you were born in 1990, so a spring chicken. Oh, I don't like him already. Honestly, I don't like him already. He's very young. So when did you start getting into music then? When did you first pick up an instrument and started playing? And what was that instrument?
Oh man, the first experience was actually traumatic. It was worse because my dad wanted me to be a piano player, and as I said, I was born in 1990. So at that time, I was probably like 8 or 9 years old, and he wanted me to play piano, and I really didn't want to play the piano, and I was listening to Linkin Park and Eminem and that kind of music. So
yeah, of course,
that was. You can understand it was very traumatic. So that's the
well, listening to that, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, Linkin Park, has its day, but Eminem, what's that all about? I thought that was a sweet.
I know, right?
I thought it was a sweet.
I was born in those days, and that guy was amazing. I could be listening to a Beatles song, and then after that, Eminem, because I always thought that was it's just real, wasn't it? He was just very real and trying to change the world in his own way.
Absolutely.
So that's what I really liked about Eminem. It's I've never been into hip hop that much, but yeah, that guy amazing.
Yeah, indeed. I'm not saying no more than that. It's funny actually. I was just looking for a track for Eminem just to see keep you happy and everything. and it won't play on my system. I wonder why. I wonder why it won't play on my system.
I like to be honest.
That's it. The only one I liked of his, was this one. Hang on, where are we? Hang on, are we there? It's only because it had Dido on it. Yeah, Dido on it. Absolutely. Brilliant. See, that was a nice song. That was a nice song, and it was a clever little video as well with that one.
And the song talks about the fans, the fans that would write him letters, and he wouldn't have the time to reply to them. And I love that song so much. Yeah.
Indeed.
There's actually a better version with Sir Elton John and the MTV Music Awards.
Yeah.
And
he gets everywhere, our Elton, doesn't he? He does get everywhere, he does.
Yeah.
Right, let's hand you back
Elton
to...
John playing the piano and singing the choruses, and Eminem live rapping.
Indeed.
And that is just absolutely brilliant.
Fantastic. Now,
but anyway, enough of Eminem, isn't it?
Enough of Eminem. So you're a guitar player, and when did you first pick up that instrument then?
So it's funny because my dad actually plays guitar, but we had our moments when I was young, so we didn't really understand each other. So the last thing I wanted to be was like similar to my dad. But we're good friends now. Don't get me wrong.
Well, that's good.
Kind of thing. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I remember I was camping. I was probably like 11 years old. I was camping with like some friends, and there's this girl playing the guitar. Right. I know it's the most probably common thing, but I really want to impress this girl. She was playing the guitar, and I couldn't play the guitar, so I spent like 2 weeks playing the guitar. Next time, like trying to learn the guitar. That's what I mean. Like, because I had the guitar at home, and it was funny because I was always trying to be very careful, because I didn't want my dad to see me, because I really didn't want to give him any satisfaction.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Yeah. So I ended up going camping a couple of weeks later again. And I was playing guitar again, and she couldn't believe it. She was like, "Well, I thought I was a guitar player here," and she got the hum. So basically, but what I did was the opposite of what I was meant. I was aiming to something different. But this life.
That is fantastic.
Go as we want.
That is a fantastic story. I don't think I've heard anything like that at all in my life. That what inspired you to pick up a guitar was a girl.
Oh, yeah, I just want to figure, mate.
Oh, there we go. Okay, we'll move on from there. We'll move on from there. Oh,
probably. Sorry.
That's okay, no worries.
Too young for that. I probably just want to kiss,
That's it. That's what I thought you said. Yeah, indeed.
But,
apologies for anyone listening now that are probably rolled over laughing because you wanted to do other things rather than just kissing a girl.
No, yeah.
That's it. Katy Perry tried that once and she liked it apparently, but there you go. Right, I'm going to hand you back to Andy. Now, hopefully we've sorted out his microphone a bit.
Can you hear me now?
Great, yeah.
Can you hear me, Manny?
I can, yes. That's lovely to hear you.
Oh, good. I felt left out there for a while.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was breaking up like big time, so...
Well, I'm sorry about that.
I can hear you very well now.
How's this?
That's better.
Amazing, yep.
Is that better? Okay. Manny, Sean's already asked you a few questions about yourself, but with your lyrics, where are you finding your lyrics from?
My lyrics?
Yes, sir.
Good question.
Oh, wow. Well, okay, let me be very, very straight. Lyrics are something I struggle with most of the time because I can't really write a song that talks about going to have a meal with your girlfriend. And then go to the cinema. I can't really do that. I've always thought like music it has to be like a kind of a mean that we use to kind of try to. I don't know, make a difference. I don't know. That's why my lyrics are almost always very, socially committed. Because that's, I don't know. I don't really know how to answer that question. So, I just think that at some point, after like hours and hours and hours and days and weeks trying to write a lyric, they just come out as I want them to be. Because the thing is, you don't want to be too deep, but at the same time, I don't want to be shallow.
Uh-huh.
So what tends to happen is it takes me ages to write a lyric, and then once I wrote it, it's if I like it, I sing it. If I don't, I don't. And that's probably why I only have like 6 or 7 songs out there.
And great songs there are too. That's why I'm asking the question, because they're great.
Thank you very much.
They are good songs.
But now I've got like a very, very high, like fast pace of like writing. It's just that if I'm not happy entirely with the song, I can't really drop it. And yeah, that's just what it is.
So it's easier for you to actually find the tune before you find the lyric.
Oh my God, yes. I probably got like 400 pieces of music right now as we speak there. And I was just about to, I was actually trying to come up with lyric for this new song I'm writing, which is, I don't really know even what kind of music it is, but it's definitely very different from the previous EP.
So you have a bit of a catalogue of your music there. Is it something that you might be walking down the street one day or sitting in a cafe one afternoon and you see something that you think, I can put this to that tune?
It really depends. I don't have one way of writing. It could be that as you said, I will sit down in a coffee shop, see like something happening, and I'm be like, okay, I'm gonna write a song about this. But no, generally speaking, I'm at mine, in my bedroom, strumming the guitar or whatever, and a melody comes up, a melody that kind of tells me a story, and I try to find the lyrics for that story, if it makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
It kind of starts from the music to me, for me. It can be the other way around. For example, there was one song. I don't think it's released on me, so it's fine. But I've written a couple of songs. Sorry, but I've written a couple of songs that were I started from the lyrics, but it doesn't really work for me. It has to start from the music, because the music kind of tells you where to go. It kind of tells you what the song, speaks about, what the song is actually, how the song wants you to sing, and how angry, how happy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's never been the other way around for me. But I know a lot of people that start from the lyrics, and they're amazing. So I think it's just what works for you, whatever floats your boat.
Well, thank you for answering that one as honestly as you could. And I'm sorry if I put you in a position there.
What you like? Honestly, he's terrible.
I love that.
Manny, I tell you, I don't know why I bring him along. He likes to ask that probing question. Now, you've worked a lot with Darren J. Connett as well, haven't you?
Oh, yes. Oh, man, I love Darren. I think he's one of the greatest songwriters I've ever had the pleasure to work with.
And I'm sure he loves you for that, and he's going to pay you, apparently.
No, it's not. He's even on holiday at the time as we speak. I'm sure he's not listening to this, so no, that's not. But no,
you're sure he's not listening?
What you like? Well, if he doesn't, I will ram it down his throat because
something about Darren. Darren never takes. I think he puts his phone on flight mode when he goes on holiday.
Yeah.
And he only put it back on when he comes back.
That's fine, because the good thing about this, Manny...
Unless he's got a laptop that he doesn't speak about.
No, indeed. Well, the good thing about this, Manny, is we'll be turning this into a podcast later, and it also will be on Mixcloud as a Listen Again feature as well. So for those people on holiday that are missing the show this evening, they will get another opportunity. So please make sure that you say nice things about Darren.
Oh dear. Okay. All right. Yeah. No, I could never say anything that is not nice about Darren, because honestly, without even mentioning the fact that I think that's one of the first projects I officially worked on ever since I moved to London from Italy. I love that. I love the songs. I love his songwriting is amazing. And I'm not saying that because we're mates, because we barely see each other these days. But there is something about Darren, the way he writes, especially his lyrics. I'm not like a native English speaker, so of course it can be a little bit harder for me to write in a nice way in English language. But apart from that, I think Darren, even if I was like a native English speaker, it would just blow me away, because there are a few songs, especially in the new album, Advantages of Living.
Yeah.
There are a few lyrics that I'm just like, I don't know, man. I think this song should have better fortune, should go somewhere, you know.
Indeed, and it's
Your
what I've
place.
seen about the album. I've not actually heard it myself yet, which is really unfortunate because I know Darren is away on holiday at the moment. But I have asked him to send me over a copy, which I know he's going to when he gets back off his holiday. And
I'm
everything.
sure he will. Yeah.
What I've heard, the reviews so far on Facebook and other social media platforms are that everyone is putting thumbs up and 10 out of 10 and everything else. So it is really performing so well. Have you got it yourself, Andy?
I do actually have it. Yeah, I do.
No, he hasn't shared it with me yet. What's he like? But no, I mean, when it comes to songwriting, and obviously Andy touched on that with
that
you.
was very challenging, to be honest.
Yeah,
because,
yeah.
Phil Sorrell is the producer of that album, and
Yeah.
he completely changed the game, really. So Loyalty Lies was written by Darren and Paul Hancock, which is basically Darren's right-hand man, if you want. So it's very different. If you listen to it, you can definitely tell the difference between the first album and the second album. There's so much more electronic music, synthesizers, and drum machines happening on the second album, which they weren't on the first. So
for yourself, Manny, I mean, obviously, just jump in there. Are you looking to do an album yourself?
That's a big one. Yeah, I definitely don't want to drop another EP. I think the next thing is going to be an album.
Yeah.
Yes.
Brilliant.
But I don't know how long that's going to take me.
No,
indeed.
Indeed.
You know, I'm very busy doing a lot of other things. Just session guitars and stuff. I just played a few gigs with the Buzzcocks, and that was amazing. And I really hope that's going to carry on.
Fantastic.
But as I was saying, I've been neglecting time to my own music. But for a good cause, it's still music, isn't it?
Oh, well, music is music, whether you're doing it for somebody else
is music,
or
exactly.
doing it for yourself, it's music alone. So what are you looking forward to in Brighton this Sunday? Let's bring it back home now, and obviously in Brighton. So what are you looking forward to in regards to performing in front of what possibly could be quite a few thousand people? We don't know. It could be.
Wow.
Could be, yeah.
Nice. Well, I'm gonna sing all the releases that I've got at the moment. So the 4 songs from my EP, the single I dropped after the EP last April, which is called Over the Hills, and then I'm gonna play probably a song from called Quadrophenia. And
well,
if I can, that would be great. But I can't really promise. There's one song of the new album, but I don't know if I can actually manage, because I still haven't finished the song.
Well,
so
I'll tell you what you need to be. I'll tell you what. Yeah, I was going to say. I'll tell you what you need to be doing then. Obviously, I mean, you're going to be listening to Quadrophenia, obviously on the way to Brighton. Well, it'd be rude not to. So you've got to dig that album out, which is probably at the top of your pile because it is your favourite, and you've got to start now thinking, right, what songs can I play off that? And obviously, message us a little later once you've had your dinner party, which Andy and I weren't invited to. And what are you having for dinner this evening, then, young man?
Man, I'm Italian. What do you think I made?
I'm not going to come out with a cliche. Andy, you're a chefy person.
I tell you what, it should have been like a Sunday roast, but then it was
expecting.
Monday, and I was like, why would I cook Sunday roast? Because that's another thing, you should know about me. I really love cooking. Like, cooking is like the best thing for me.
Oh, here we
Whenever
go.
I'm stressed, oh man, I love cooking. Yeah, I used to work like as a chef. I was like not a head chef, but getting close. But I just couldn't cope with the stress. The amount of stress was unbelievable. So I just decided to keep it as a passion.
Yeah.
So now I just cook for my girlfriend, my parents when I see them, my friends, and I just love it. So anyway, tonight I made pizza.
Oh, you built that up so well, and then you just threw it out the window.
Keeping stereotypes alive.
Well, is it a thin crust or a thick crust? That's what we want to know, though.
Oh, it's definitely thin.
Definitely a thin. Now, I'm going to ask you a very, very, well, I suppose relevant and irrelevant question. Now, obviously, on Sunday, there's going to be plenty of scooters down there. Okay.
Ooh,
now,
cool.
You are obviously Italian. You come from Italy.
Yeah.
Now,
I used to have a Vespa.
Okay, I was going to say this. Is it Lambretta or is it Vespa for you?
Oh, God. Well, that's the difficult one. They're both amazing.
They are.
I love them both. But I used to have a Vespa, so that's all I can say. And then I had
good
another
answer.
scooter here, but it wasn't a Vespa or a Lambretta. But it got nicked, so I'm happy that it wasn't a Vespa or a Lambretta, because otherwise I would have been twice as gutted.
Indeed. Obviously, that is a good answer, though. Because you had a Vespa, we're going to go with Vespa on that one. But it doesn't matter because they are all brilliant. One you push more than the other, I think. But you've got one as well, haven't you, Andy?
All right. I'll tell you what. I'll have a Vespa if I could.
There we go. We've nailed him down to an answer there. Okay, I'm going to leave you with one final question then, and I believe, Andy, you got a question for him?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Okay, last one then, before we move on and let him have his pizza. Pizza? What's he like? Go on then, Andy. Over to you, mate.
One question.
Right, shoot.
One question for you, Manny. On Sunday, would you like a cappuccino or a pint of lager?
Neither way is performing, though.
That's a very tricky one because I would definitely choose beer over a cappuccino, but I'm not a fan of lager. So if you had said like a pint of ale, I would probably say absolutely not. Like any day, any time, I would have a pint of ale over a cappuccino. But I think in this instance, I would go for a cappuccino.
And why not?
I'll bring my own bottle of whiskey anyway, so don't worry about it.
We didn't hear that. We never heard any of that, did we? Hey? Oh, no. What you like? Well, Manny, it's been absolutely a pleasure and a blast speaking with you, good self.
Yeah, likewise.
And I'm pleased we got your...
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me.
No, you're very welcome. Enjoy your pizza tonight. What you got on your pizza, by the way, just quickly?
Yeah, we'll do.
And what's your toppings on your pizza? What's your go-to toppings when you're making a pizza?
That is the best toppings you could ever have.
Go on,
like
then.
Gorgonzola cheese. But it has to be Italian gorgonzola cheese.
Of course,
creamy, not that kind of thing you can find here. It's like plastic.
Yeah.
It has to be creamy.
Yeah. Mind you, the plastic stuff you can chew nicely.
And Parma ham. And make sure you put the Parma ham after the pizzas come out of the oven. You don't want to cook the Parma ham.
No, indeed. There we go. Top tips from a top man.
Right.
And I shall see you early morning. I will message you and let you know exactly what time. And, of course, I will give you a ring, honestly, on the way.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. But for now, Manny, thank you very much indeed for hopping on. You enjoy your pizza, my friend, and we'll catch up with you on Sunday.
Take care, Manny. Thank you, mate.
Take it easy.
Thank you very much indeed. There we go.
All right. Thanks again for having me.
You're very welcome.
Take care.
Thanks, Manny.
Bye.
Take care, my friend. See you on Sunday.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.
Bye. Cheers. Bye.
Oh, look at that. Nice little bit of guitaring going on there. And hopefully, on the other end of our phone now, we should have Mark McClaran. Hello, Mark.
Good evening.
My good, 3 for 3, Andy. This is going well.
What a great night.
It's a brilliant night. Mark, how are you, my friend?
I'm okay, mate. You?
Yeah, not bad at all. Speak up a little bit if you can. That'd be great. Right, okay, so we're going to get straight into it then. We're going to be seeing you and the guys on Sunday evening. You're going to be playing live for Target Radio, Mods and More, and, of course, for the Modern World Cafe in Brighton. Yep, there we go. One word answers. Great. Right, I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you what you had for breakfast now. Now, Mark, we've been talking obviously behind the scenes, etc., and blah 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 blah. Now, you've spoken to me about a brand new Soniks single coming out.
Yeah, we got this one ready to go, and hopefully we'll bring that down and we can launch that on Saturday.
That sounds brilliant. As long as you do it on a Sunday, actually. On a Sunday, not a Saturday.
Sunday.
Yeah. Well, if you're there early, you can have a practice.
Didn't I tell you about our other event on the Saturday?
No, not yet, no. What you like. Well, I'm looking forward to meeting you, and that's it. Thank you very much. Goodbye. No, I'm only joking. So, Mark, what have you been up to since the last time we spoke to you a few weeks ago?
Sort of quite a bit. That was just after Suburban Hymn, wasn't it? So we pushed that out. That went very well, and we've been gigging quite a lot. We've had some good gigs.
Yep.
We did the Evoke Festival, so that was a good one for us.
Excellent.
Literally, I've been doing a lot. I've been back in the studio recording this next one. Saturday we were up. Not quite as far as where Daz is, but near going up that way.
Yeah.
We were up in Wakefield, played a gig up there. And we've done quite a lot. We've done a few charity gigs as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, we've just been really busy. We've been rehearsing, getting stuff ready, and just tightening up. I just think it kind of, just the more you can get it together and tighten up as a band, we're getting to know each other. This lineup has been together now for probably since, I think about March, really.
Yeah, it was nice of you to tell me that you got a new bass player, because I put the old one in, didn't I, on the video? But never mind, don't worry about it. It's all good.
yeah. But the bass player, that's the bass player on State of Mind. Yeah. And they're all good, because I love the bass line on State of Mind, and I love the bass lines on the next two. They come out, we're not pushing them out one a week or anything, because we're pretty busy. We all got busy
of course,
lives as well. So, and we like to take time. We've got a really good relationship now with our producer.
Yep.
And we've got a nice little setup of how we record them. And, I think it's, hopefully you'll like this one. It's pretty full on. It hits you between the eyes. So.
Well, that's what we want, as long as it's not between the legs, because that could be quite painful and tearful. But no, we like the ones that hit us right in the eyeballs. That'll be great.
That's if you say you don't like it.
There we go. That's where I've been going wrong, Andy.
Absolutely.
There we go. Right, I'm going to hand you over to Andy. I'm sure he's got a question or two in relation to this Sunday. Make sure it's Sunday. Keep making sure it's Sunday, okay?
Absolutely.
So he's getting confused, Mark is,
Evening, Mark. How you doing, fella?
Hi, Andy. How you doing?
I'm good, mate. Thank you ever so much for joining us for this, what will be a great evening on Sunday.
Looking forward to it.
I really appreciate you guys jumping on board and basically putting some music out there for us.
Yeah.
So, without giving too much away, is there any chance you could give us an idea on what your set may be?
No, we don't. We know that they're going to be. I'm sorry to jump in there. I know for a fact, because I've seen obviously the messages that you've been putting on there and everything in regards to the album Quadrophenia, because obviously we are celebrating Quadrophenia 40th anniversary. I know the songs they're going to be playing, but people are going to have to turn up, aren't they? We're not going to tell them what you're playing, but there are a couple of goodies in there.
Yeah.
That's it. Hook and tease.
There's a couple of goodies in there, hopefully. Well, they're all goodies, aren't they? And,
absolutely.
Yeah, we'll see if we can do some justice. We're going to play. We're going to play some of our own stuff, because we've got 3 of them that are out at the moment, but we've got. They will be once we push the next one out on Sunday.
Yeah, excellent.
And then, but there's another 3 that will be. They're basically lined up as we've got the next 3 singles lined up. Really, it's just a question of timing of getting them out there and getting them recorded. So we've actually had those. Some of these things have been in our set for a while. So we've got about 6 of our own songs.
Wow.
And I can mention other people apart from the Quadrophenia ones, can I?
Of course you can.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's obviously we'll stick with some mod classics, so you can expect to hear some good Small Faces, Kinks.
Oh yeah.
We'll get a bit of Kinks and of course a bit of Who, and who knows, might sling in a bit of Spencer Davis, and You get the picture.
I'm looking forward to it already.
So am I.
We'll stick to the basic crowd pleasers, I think. Yeah. We won't go off piece too much.
Well, what I was thinking was, obviously, just jumping in again here, I'm thinking of maybe doing 2 30 or 2 45-minute sets, whatever is really good for yourself there. Now, obviously, music's got to be done by 10 o'clock. So it's a slightly earlier finish, because obviously we're outside, and we're outside, obviously, the Modern World Cafe. So obviously we'll leave you, obviously being the talented musicians that you are, to squeeze the good ones in, and obviously, it must be difficult to choose the right songs, and obviously to leave the good ones out as well. It must be difficult for you guys.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, like pretty much everything in the set would I'm sure any mod audience is going to know it, and they're all pretty much big mod songs.
Brilliant.
But we'll whittle that down a bit, because like the other day we went up to East Ardsley social club up there, and you're talking about sort of doing maybe 2 hours and a bit, maybe 2 hours 15, so it's taking it down from that.
Of course, yeah.
But yeah, you can expect maybe a little bit of Mr. Weller, a bit of Jam.
Oh, there we go. That's me and Andy bought straight away. I'm going to hand you back to Andy now.
Well,
cheers, Andy.
Yeah, no worries, mate. The fact that I've done, obviously, you've been watching sort of the support that the entire event has actually received, and the following that we've actually got. So you've got no worries about sort of a small crowd, because there seems to be a very large amount of people that are going to be turning up.
Yeah, indeed.
Nice one. Yeah. I mean, we're looking forward to it. You know, I think it'll be a great event. And the whole thing's a great, you know, the whole thing's a great event. And you've got all different events going on.
Absolutely.
You talk about the small fake. I think small fakers the day before, is it?
Yes, Saturday. Small fakers are playing with it.
You're going to that, aren't you?
I am. Are you coming and join us?
No, we've got. I'm out and about. I'm actually going to see a festival that day of tribute bands.
He's a busy man, Mark, isn't he?
Yeah.
As long as he gets the right day of the week, that's all we're worried about now.
But yeah, you know, because we supported the small. I think I told you that last time. We supported the Small Fakers.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah.
Fantastic bands. Really, you know, love hearing them. But the whole event, you know, it's going to be great. It's just great that there's so many different things going on. I just imagine it's going to be a great buzz down there.
It's going to be here,
we're really looking forward to it.
It looks as if the weather's going to be sort of great for everybody involved. So everyone's going to have a great week.
Well, I've been watching the weather, and it's 22 degrees with slight cloud and a bit of sun. So not too warm, not too cold, but the most important thing, it's not going to be wet.
That's perfect.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
That's what we want. Last time I went down to Brighton, it absolutely persisted down with rain.
Yeah, the old Marshall valves in the wet, they're not so good.
No, indeed. And we do like an outside event. I think it gives us a little bit more, shall we say, clarity of stuff that we're going to be doing. And, of course, people can come up and have a good old dance. I've been telling people to get their dancing shoes out and stuff. And everyone that I've spoken to through, like, social media, Facebook, etc., they've all said, yeah, I'm definitely bringing my shoes down. I'm definitely going to be dancing. So, there we go. You know, you're going to have a good audience there. We're going to have crowds of people.
Fantastic.
We're estimating, I reckon we're going to have in the thousands. That's what I think. But
that'd be great.
But at the end of the day, if we've got one person there enjoying what you're doing, I know at the end of the day, and I'm not going to count me and Andy, that's 3. We know there's going to be a good turnout because there's a lot of people that want to come down to hit some fine music, go for a ride out on their scooters, and, you know, that's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. The scene is about Madeira Drive on Sunday to mark the 40th anniversary of Quadrophenia. The Soniks are going to be part of it, along with Daz Kent. With Manny. Daz Kent wanted to be there, but he hasn't got enough money. There we go. I was just talking to Daz Kent, honestly. And the most important thing is that we're all going to have a good time down there. It's going to be a great event. And, you know, are you going to bring some merchandise down with you as well? Because I'd really like to get one of your T-shirts.
We're pushing out. I'm going to push out a few. We're actually doing an EP on CD, but actually the final run of that hasn't actually sort of. It's just too tight a deadline. But I'm going to put out some. How should we put it? Like, we're going to put out some white labels, i.e.
Andy, steal one of those when he's not watching, okay? You'll nick one of those.
We'll nick one of those.
We'll nick one of
some of those down. We're going to bring, we'll bring some T-shirts down and all a few bits and pieces. Yeah.
Excellent, lovely.
Please do, because I do know that there's going to be some fans out there that are going to want some merch.
Oh, absolutely. And talking of merch, actually, Andy, just quickly while I'm talking about it, because I'll forget otherwise. Target Radio are bringing some badges down as well. So all band members and everyone that's performing on the day will get a free badge. For everyone else, it's going to be £4, but we've got stickers and other bits and goodies and stuff that we're going to be thrown in the mix as well. So there we go. Lots of merchandise for you to pick up and put onto your parkers and your boating blazers and stuff and everything.
And your cars.
And your cars, yeah. Oh, don't go with the car stickers, Andy,
car
please.
Sticker, yeah?
No, because they are rather small, more like a phone sticker. I got the measurements wrong. I didn't know me inches from me centimetres, but there we go. I'm old school.
If you've got a small car, it's fine.
Thank you. I wonder where you were going with that one. Thank goodness you mentioned the word car and not something else. Oh, dear. The girl on the phone keeps on ringing me back. That's all I'm thinking of. Right. So, what are we going to do on Sunday? Right. Well, we're going to start off at 6 o'clock live, and then we're going to hand over to Manny. He's going to be doing a small, short, but a really enthusiastic acoustic set. Then we're going to be handing over to the Soniks, who are going to be taking over the evening till 10 o'clock. We're really looking forward to it, Mark. And just introduce your band one more time, please.
We've got Paul Campbell on drums, and we've got Paul Hubbard on bass.
2 Pauls. Brilliant. 2 Pauls for the price of one.
Yeah, 2 Pauls. 2 balls for the price of one.
That's brilliant. There we go.
And we're gonna. There's not too much of a noise restriction out there. I hope not, because we're quite noisy.
No, there's not.
No. Might be me. I'll put my earplugs in. Don't worry. Basically, I want Brighton to rock, and I want Brighton to hear the incredible sound that you boys make, and you do make an incredible sound. And if no one's actually heard of the Soniks before, well, shame on you. But point us in the right direction, Mark. Just before we see you live on Sunday, where can we hear you, and where can we get some of your great music? Where can we find you?
So if you want to get a taste of what we're like, just head over to all of the social media is at the Soniks UK. So if you just put in at the Soniks UK into Instagram, into Facebook, you'll come up with our links on there. If you want to listen to the music, you can go YouTube. It's the same. Just search for the Soniks on YouTube with a K. And
thank you. Yes, I know where that was going.
Yeah. We've had it before. I know. There's the garage band. Yeah. This actually, we've been through this because Andy asked me that question, didn't it? It comes from Sonic Kicks. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, I know. Thank you very much.
And and same on digital media. Anything going to iTunes or Apple Music, Deezer, Spotify.
You're there, aren't you? You're everywhere. Yeah. That is brilliant. Right, we're almost out of time, Mark, but thank you very much indeed for hopping on for the last part of our show this evening. And we'll see you, buddy, on Sunday, not Saturday or Friday, but Sunday.
I'll try and make it down on the right day.
Yeah, if you should turn up Sunday, give me a call.
For now, though, thank you very much indeed. There we go. That is Mark McClaran, obviously, from the Soniks there, who's going to be arriving possibly 24 hours before everyone else. But never know. You never know. Thanks, Mark. We'll see you on Sunday, my friend.
Cheers.
Take care,
Mark.
now.
Take care, fella. Thanks, mate.
Bye-bye now. There we go, Mark McClaran. Brilliant stuff, eh, Andy?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. I don't know what went on there. Right, so we've got a lot of time for just one more track, and we'll see you, boys and girls, down in Brighton.
Absolutely.
6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Don't be late. We won't be late, will we?
Certainly not.
No, indeed. Shall we finish off with one more? Who there? The Real Me, which brings us to, finishing off a great show. Thanks very much for all of our guests this afternoon, this evening. And Andy Top Walker, I'll see you, my friend, on Sunday for 6 o'clock.
You certainly will, and I'm looking forward to it. Sure.
And myself. Looking forward to it all now. I want to go now.
So do I.
Yeah, let's go.